Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here, now talking about a custom build gunpla. So this is a combination of the Jesta from Gundam Unicorn and the Moon Gundam Moon Gundam. I call it the Lunarian Jesta, just to be fancy with it. I picked up these both individual Gundams from Amazon, but if you don't trust them, you can always try any of the sites you feel comfortable with. I'm not 100% sure if HLJ, uh, Galactic Toys has it, but you can always check. I know I'm not 100% sure that, well, a couple of sites, but like I said, use a site that you feel most comfortable with when it comes to buying Gundams, like I've always said. So, let's get into the review of this custom build, because I have stuff to talk about it. There's stuff about it I like, but now looking back on it, I go, not a huge fan of, and there's stuff I still love about it. So, let's get into it. So, this is both a backlog kit and a custom build, so there's no extra stickers, none of that, so let's just get into the thing. One, this is quite stable. I've had this on a shelf in this position for almost over a year, maybe two, and nothing's fallen off. Don't get me wrong, the beam tomahawk / beam saber situation here could slide out of the hand, but it's fairly tight in there, so nothing's falling out. I painted this using the Gundam marker. I believe it was the black one, the black Gundam marker, but I kept the underside blue to give it some kind of contrast. I know, I'm not always clever like that, but sometimes I am. I use the sticker style decals from the Jesta. So basically, the legs were from, I'm going to say the Jesta, the lower half. The chest and the arms are from the Moon Gundam, so I can use the backpack and the psycho frame. The plates / bits, and the head, of course, is from the Jesta. But yeah, one thing I love about this thing is sturdy. I haven't really changed position in, again, years, and this thing still holds up. And yes, this is the Moon Gundam's gun, and it fits so tightly in this. So, I've done a review on the Moon Gundam, so the awesomeness, which is the Moon Gundam, still applies. Solid as a brick, nothing's fallen off. Looks great. I did the moon upside down to do like a reverse crescent moon situation. Also to give like the image of a pair of wings. Again, why? Nothing outside of it just looked cool to me. I use, again, the Justice's head. Because again, mostly because I didn't want to just do like an upper half situation, like the entire upper half being the Moon Gundam, and the lower half being the Jester. That's silly. So I wanted to mix and match some pieces. Like, the legs, yeah, no. It's the legs and the front skirt. Yeah, it's the legs and part of the front skirt. Actually, the waist section is actually the Moon Gundam, I believe. So I repainted the Moon Gundam parts. Yeah. This is Moon Gundam. The legs and the side skirts are... No, that's repainted. So the entire waist unit is the Moon Gundam, and the legs itself is actually from the Jesta. Which, originally when I built it, I didn't think it would work, but yeah, no. It works. I don't get a lot of high kicks out of this, but I do get a decent knee bend. You get somewhat of the splits, which is not bad. Unfortunately, you gotta be careful because the parts do have a habit of sliding out on you, so you may have to push it back in. You get a decent ab crunch. It's not perfect, but it's still great. That's the arm bend. Not bad. With that, you got a good distance on the arm. Ow! Actually, no, this is partially the arm from the Jesta because I have my Moon Gundam on the shelf next to me. And yeah, no, that's actually the Jesta's arm. Top part of the arm. I actually combined it with the bottom part of the arm from the Moon Gundam. So yeah, a little bit more mix and match than I thought I did. Huh. I'm more smart than I thought I'd be. Convenience. Yep, there's a sticker decal. I'm not sure from... I want to say Moon Gundam, but I don't remember off the top of my head. It sucks. I dusted the crud out of this thing, and it's still dusty. Jeez. But yeah. I don't know. I thought it would be like a cool hybrid of the two, and I had spare pieces of both. So I figured use both of them. Because at that point I was still kind of fresh and new at the custom build game. So that's the foot. I do like how the foot does actually have some decent movement on it. But yeah, all in all, solid kit. I did like what I did with it. The only problem is I wish I painted the yellow parts gold to make it pop more. Aside from that, there's no real complaints I have about it. More that I look at it. Awesome looking kit. Made from two awesome looking kits. So, yeah, let's get into the summary and I can wrap up this review. So, my Lunarian Jesta, I enjoyed it. It was a fun build. Complicated because that was the first time I was actually truly mixing and matching pieces, really. Opposed to when I built the fully completed Kit Bash to Hell and Back Gundam Seton IL, which was a true 100% Kit Bash from 5 different Gundams. This dude was just 2 guys I squished together because I thought the pieces would work. It didn't all work because there's certain parts, if I remember correctly, didn't go. Originally I wanted to use different feet, and it was a mess. But I got what I wanted. It looks like a souped up grunt, and that was my main objective in this. Was to have a souped up grunt suit. It looks cool. I enjoyed it. And at the end of the day, I think that's really all that matters. I had fun building it. I never entered it in any contest because, let's be honest, I wasn't even trying to make it a contest winner. It was just for funsies. But with that being said, actually I can't think of a negative put there. So, yeah. So, with that being said, to segue out of it, talking about this Gundam, well, Gundam, grunt suit, commander unit, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what I'm building for Sunday. I have a bunch, and depending how things work out, I'm probably going to get the Gaia Gundam. I just have to also pick up some nippers, which is a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. My nippers of 4 years finally started going on me, which is kind of heartbreaking because my grandmother got me those, and I kept them around because I know there were better nippers, but she got them for me, and after she passed, they kind of had more of a sentimental vibe to them. It always felt like she was building with me. But now that they're kind of going south, I have to get new ones, and it's kind of sad. It's like, she was the one who got me back into building Gundams because of COVID, and yeah, and I need something to do, and she's like, oh, why don't you just start building models again? So those nippers had a special, feel to them. But, all things change, time progresses, all that stuff. So the plan is to get the Gaia Gundam and some nippers, and I'll go from there. Eventually I gotta get the Sky Grasper after I build the real grade Strike Gundam, so I can have the Sword Strike and the Launcher Strike armors. So then I can review the real grade Perfect Strike Gundam. I'll probably do the Sky Grasper Perfect Strike Gundam episode combo situation. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'll do that, but I also have the the build strike I want to do, the real grade Ixia, because I love the Ixia. There's nothing fancy with that. It's just one of my favorite Gundams. Other than that, next Thursday's episode, I have no idea. This was actually my last custom build, which I'm actually kind of surprised. Unless I have another one I haven't reviewed. I may have to double check. I do think I have another one I haven't fully reviewed yet. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. But we'll worry about that in another episode. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. If you're new, subscribers. Yeah, I don't know why I think I said it weird. If you've been here for a while, thank you for staying. If you want to support the channel, please use the links down below. And yeah, I hit 100,000 views, guys. You know how nuts that is? 100,000 views with. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.